The Finnish Starcraft 2 superstar has done it again. Serral, the 2018 BlizzCon champion, took down his Zerg rival on the battlefield Raynor in the stunning World Championship Series Fall Grand Final. The animated crowds of Dreamhack Montreal were left in awe as the famous Esports player rose to power once again. After defeating France's Denver in the top 16, Serral moved on to the quarterfinals to face off against Mouse Sports' Hero Marine. A Zerg v Terran matchup that saw Serral dominate his opponent 3 games in a row.
He's gotten his army big enough again. The Banelings have crashed into the Marines. That southwest expansion for Hero Marine is under a lot of pressure. The Marauders do not have that support of all of those medevacs anymore. Zerglings and Banelings crushing through. And despite everything, Hero Marine took a huge stand in this first game against the Titan. That is Serral.
In the final moments of the series, one of Hero Marine's command centers was taken down while trying to escape. In a final push to put a point on the board, Hero Marine assaulted Serral's hive. The final army of mechs was eaten up by Serral's Zerglings and Banelings, giving Hero Marine no choice but to call GG. Advancing in the Premier Tournament, Serral's next victim was 21-year-old Protoss Master Neeb. The 2019 WCS Winter Americas victor attempted to do what Hero Marine could not, but he too fell to the Zerg prodigy in a 3-0 defeat. Serral rightfully earned his spot in the event's grand finals.
It is looking very, very grim for the American Protoss.
Yeah, Tempers are going to come out and start to blast away at the Broodlords. This is really the last-ditch effort that Neeb can make, and it will all be for these Broodlords. Serral has 4,000 minerals, 3,000 gas. He has so much in the bank. Once this army is dead, he's going to have another one.
Also firing his way through the WCS Fall playoff bracket was Italian sensation Riccardo Raynor Romiti from Team Gamer's Origin. 2019 Summer and Winter Europe winner who defeated Serral on both accounts, confidently entered Game 1 as he looked to take another Premier tournament from the world champion.
Yeah, there's too many buildings. There's not enough time for Serral to kill all of the infrastructure, especially since the Corruptors don't really want to do that to the Spores.
Yeah, Raynor splits his units perfectly to try and get on top of this army with the Lurkers. Serral running out of forces here. Still trying to make stuff happen with the Corruptors.
The last 2. GG, Raynor does it!
The map of Acropolis went the way of Raynor, marking his territory on the Montreal stage. The Zerg-on-Zerg best-of-7 series saw the world champion bounce back, rushing his opponent early to obliterate his supply line. Raynor's forces were wiped from the map for an early Game 2.
Came from 17 walkers to 29, and Raynor is committing everything he has to this. Only Zerglings in the production tab. He hasn't gone back into drones just yet. He needs to do more damage.
There's something else worth noting here, Todd. If Serral can hold on, that +1 melee is about to finish. His Zerglings, he may not have as many, but they are going to be so much more powerful. Raynor taps out.
At one point aside, the players prepared themselves for game number 3. Pressure from the air was the name of the game for Raynor. Despite the frequent expansion harassment, Serral concentrated on building numbers and massing a horde of roaches to invade Raynor's territory. Their upgraded attack helped Serral assault the higher ground.
He actually can't micro, and his +2 attack is not yet ready, so a full upgrade down there, and Serral's Roach Hydra just absolutely obliterating the defenses of our Italian Zerg. There is nothing here to stop this force. He's trying to rebuild his army, but Johan, it's too little, too late. GG, Serral.
Coming to grips with his second loss, Raynor had to remain calm moving into the next game. Raynor attempted to run his own units through one of Serral's expansions, but his Zerglings were met with a timely death. Serral's Roach army was great in numbers and powerful through upgrades, pouring out of a Nidus Worm into Raynor's base for that ultimate crowd-pleasing victory.
All he can do is build roaches that are worse than Serral's. This third base is going to get blasted down. Doubling in army supply is the Finnish Phenom cracking onto this base. Worms erupting all over. Disco Bloodbath. GG, Serral!
Serral was at match point. One more game would crown him the WCS Fall victor, earning that glorious first-place ticket to the global finals.
We're loaded into what could be the final map here at WCS Fall. Can our Italian Zerg in the bottom right bring it back and draw more blood, or will he too fall to the god of Finland?
Serral's signature Roach Army was on the rise. A Nidus worm was mutating, set to cause another flood of minions onto Raynor's doorstep. The pressure was on as Raynor attempted to defend his base for the final time.
Look at these supply.
I'm looking, and Raynor needs to regroup. He's got so few less forces in comparison. Nidus going up in the main base, Serral rallying across the map so fast with that one Nidus of his.
He's bringing out the drones to fight against the roaches. That's never a good sign, Raynor.
In a cunning display of confidence, strategy, and experience, Serral annihilated Raynor's forces for the last time, taking his seat among the champions of BlizzCon for this year's Global Finals. A god among men in the digital world of professional Starcraft 2. Congratulations, Serral. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Arena Esports.